I don't do that. It's not me. Say when, Frederick. Here's a trick question.
It says it started.
It started. Can they see me? Hmm? Okay, yeah. Hello to all our friends in China. We're very, very sorry that you can't join us here today in Stockholm. But this is the first of what will be a quarterly webcam. This is the very first one, so there may be a few little problems and glitches along the way. I apologize for that in advance. But this is going to be a way forward for us to communicate with everyone all around the world and allow everyone to engage with everyone else in a natural way. We have a studio audience here, which is everyone here in Stockholm attending this webcam, Bluewater webcam. And I'd like to start off by inviting our founder, Mr. Bengt Ritri, up here to join me, here right beside me. Thank you, Bengt. I'm afraid I'm having to hold the microphone. Lovely to see you, sir. And we have all our friends in China over there now looking. Do you have a message for them from you here?
We're very happy to be nearly close to you, at least you with us here, and we think about you. And you are part of an important team. We are here in Stockholm, and together with you, we want to build a great team to work together to make Bluewater a success. And we have a mission that we need to accomplish together. We feel very motivated, all of us here today. And we look forward to build this company with you and to do our mission. Some people ask what our mission is, and we are formulating that together, and we'll do that over the next year. We've been watching great videos today. We're working with a Swedish boat, which is one of the fastest in the world, called the Artemis. And this boat has an irresistible challenge. It runs 3 or 4 times, 5 times faster than average sailboats. And the team on that boat is very much into developing great new ways of sailing, great new ways of using technology. It's an old sport, but they're using new technology. And they're forming a great team, and that's what we in our team are doing here. And it's about doing something good for the world. It's about reducing plastic. It's about providing people with clean drinking water. It's such basic rights, David, that is self-evident that we need clean water and a good life. But it doesn't happen every day. It's like we live in a dirty world. So actually you can talk about it. There's the saying in the United States, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And we live in a dirty world, and we should not just be depressed about that, but we should do something about it. Often in Europe, people think that the government should do something. Government should fix this, the government should do that. But hundreds of thousands of people have their own wells, and the government's not going to fly in and do something about it. And we find that people like you in Asia, you don't sit around and wait for the government to do it. You become your own environmental ministers. We see that people in Asia take action and do something by themselves. And we think that will be a big possibility for us to provide the tools and the ideas for people to get clean water in their home and wherever they are in the future. And that's what we're all going to work for together here.
Thank you very much, Bengt, for that little introduction. And I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of Bengt in our quarterly shows going forward. Thank you very much, Bengt, for joining us here today. I know you're rushing off to a very important meeting now, so good luck. Have a lovely day. And thank you, everyone, for watching so far. I would now like to invite up onto this... I would say stage. It's not really a stage, but to join me here is Eric af Uglas, who's been a very long-standing, member of first the Blue Air team and now the Bluewater team. He's been on the board for 4 years, so right from the start. And as many of you may have heard, our existing current COO, Sebastian, is leaving the company to take on new adventures, so going forward. And in the interim, until we have a replacement for Sebastian, Eric will be standing in to help give us all the guidance that we need and to point us in the right direction, because as Bengt said, every ship on an adventure needs a good helmsman, so this is what Eric will be doing. Tell us something about your plans for the immediate future, Eric, please.
Well, Bengt asked me 4 weeks ago that if I could help him running the company together with Sebastian and Bengt, and I agreed to that. And my mission for the coming months is to streamline the organization, because I have made a lot of interviews with people here, and they think that the organization is quite unclear. They don't know who they will report to and who is responsible for the different tasks here. So that will be ready before the end of this year. But the main focus will be to see how we can improve the sales and increase the revenue in the future. And we'll be working for a new marketing and sales plan for the coming years. Well, that's my mission for the coming and task for the coming months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. And just before you go, how important is China and all the people working in China for you to deliver on that big plan of yours?
China is extremely important, and we all hope that we have the production plant in our own factory, so we can produce the Spirit and Cleon for the future, and that will also reduce the cost, we believe, so it will be easier for us to sell the products both in China and the rest of the world.
Thank you very much. That's really good news for everyone in China as well. So obviously you're going to be playing a hugely important role for us going forward. Eric mentioned marketing, so I'd like to invite our marketing head, Magdalena, up here to join me quickly. She's sprinting on to this Make Do stage. Maggie, tell us something about the immediate initiatives ahead of us for marketing globally and how that might impact China.
Hi, ni hao. Hope all of you is doing good. Good to have you here today, if not in body, but in spirit and via webcam. Going forward, we have a huge both responsibility and by building the Bluewater brand and making it preferred throughout the globe, and also very important to keep a red thread throughout all our marketing, and that's where you are very important, because China is one of our biggest markets, and we will work hard, both me and Dave, to create this global team where we can work closely together to keep a unified front and to grow this brand to its full potential.
Thank you very much, Maggie, for that introduction. I'd now like, unfortunately, this show was supposed to be two-way, but we haven't been able to set it up. So I'd like to invite Lawrence up here. So thank you very much, Maggie. If you can go and take Lawrence's seat or over there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Lawrence, I know you're online with everyone with WeChat, and it's probably difficult as they can't talk to us, but maybe you could explain a little bit about what we're doing now. And maybe this is going to surprise you. Once you've explained a little bit of your first impressions, maybe you could ask people to ask a question from China to you via WeChat, and see if we can answer it. So that we're harnessing technology. Yeah, it would be a virtual surprise. Let's see if we can make it work. Anyway, tell us something
in Chinese or English?
Please, yeah, I can hold this for you. Don't do it in Chinese. So.
OK，那非常感谢大家，特别是我们中国和上海的办公室的同事们，然后参加这个直播。刚刚Ben 和我们的 Eric， 就是我们在过渡期间新任的CEO 和 MD， 然后他为大家介绍了我们公司马上会发生的一些新的变化，比如说我们在中国会成立我们自己的工厂。然后会有更有竞争力的产品，会更有竞争力的价格。 那我们的全球的市场，然后Magdalena 和我们的PR Communication 的 Dave， 然后也解释了我们公司会在中国的市场，然后投入更多的资源。比如说我们做了新的公司的录影和我们新的 brochure 然后希望大家能够得到我们全球市场和 PR 的更多的支持。OK， 如果大家有什么问题的话，现在可以通过微信，然后给我，然后看看我们有没有更多的同事可以解答。
So now we're just waiting to see if anyone in China has a really lead question for us to use WeChat. This must be the first time. I mean, I know that in China you had this 11/11 session where hundreds of millions of people signed up online to buy products. Now maybe we're going to get tens of people asking questions at the same time of us here on the show.
Any questions?
Any questions? Oh, this is exciting. Come on, everyone. Ask a question. Make this the first in Bluewater history that we've done a question like this from Shanghai office. Whilst we're waiting for them to come up with a question, does anyone here have a question about what you've heard so far today?
How about you take the position and
I should ask the question. Maybe I should change clothes. Okay, yeah.
Actually, know that Jacqueline in China had a question to me
Mhm.
a couple of days ago, and it was actually regarding our story and our mission, vision, and promise that we're working on, will be working on here this afternoon. So,
Okay, well, we're still... Okay, so apparently Jacqueline had a question of Magdalena about where we are with our mission, vision, and values going forward. We will be having a workshop about that later on today, and there will be a full report coming out from this conference in Stockholm that we will share with you just as quickly as possible. I can also say that one of the other things that we have in the pipeline is a brand Bible. We've already prepared some initial thoughts around that, and that will be issued around Christmas time. So there'll be a kind of Christmas present from Maggie and I to all of you, which will set out our mission, our values, how they integrate with our marketing and our communication, and also how it integrates with our sales and production and everything. So we tie everything together into one amazing brand Bible, which gives us a strong sense of direction going forward. So do we have any questions?
There is a question from Sina. When are we going to have our own softener?
Okay, very good. A technical question to a non-technical guy, that's me, from Sena. Sena asked, when are we going to have our own water softener? So I'm going to ask Krista, who is representing our Jönköping technical team, to join me on the stage. Hello there, Krista. Thank you very much for coming.
China.
So you heard the question from Sienna.
Yeah, I did. And we have a lot of these requests, actually. Softener is one of them, and it's all about having the right pre-filters and post-filters. And this is something that we are putting on a project map to start focusing on what we need for our products to sell them in a better way. And this is just one of them. But then we need to have the right softeners and the right pre-filters and post-filters. So this will come up, and we will work on it together as a team.
That's very good, but the question was when? Are we next week or the next month or next year?
Next year.
Next year, early next year, I'm assuming about. Jenna, good news. We've heard it from the guy here on our TV show live. Early next year, early for me is January. So there we go. So immediately after the holiday, we will have a water softener for you. Thank you.
Please stay there because there is another question from Jason, our sales manager of North China. So are we going to have a complementary reverse osmosis product like 1 liters per minute or 2 liters per minute as a complementary to our spirit?
Okay, so we have another question. Are we going to have a complementary reverse osmosis machine which maybe has slightly less delivery power?
Yeah, I think it's a good question, but actually it comes with a strategy that we're going to work on in the coming days here. And I could say my personal opinion about it, and we've been looking at it to actually have tabletops units, products with less output than what we have already, so we can build a full product range. That's our ambition.
That's a good answer. Still, we didn't get an exact time plan for it, but I know what production guys are like. You know, they're even better than us in communications, but at hedging their bets a little bit. But is that something that we can expect, within the next 3 months or so, do you think, Krista?
No, no, but I think it's a great question. I mean, one way to go forward, but again, I will push this back because I love us to have the right strategy in the company so we do the right things when we're doing things. There's an easy way to do this, and that is to go out and source the products. But we need to know exactly what we're sourcing for. What is good enough for us? This we need to know before we go out. And that's why I'm not giving you any answers on timing.
No, but that's fine, because I think that something that Eric said to me right at the beginning of the presentation, that as we go forward, this is very much a case of doing the right things at the right time in the right place and not jumping ahead of the gun too quickly. So it makes total sense to me, Krista.
Thank you.
Any other questions? No? That's it. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. This brings to an end the very first live webcast from Bluewater, which embraces the whole team around the world. In 3 months from now, we will be having a second one, and hopefully then we will be able to have people from all over the world taking part. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Bye for now, except I'm going to leave you with our new corporate video. Thank you. Great, thank you very much. We made history today, folks. Every single step of the day today is about us.